Doesn't matter which leg is forward or which leg is back. We will do both sides. And we'll start nice and easy with this cross-legged seat. You walk the hands forward and you fold forward. So for you, you might be on the hands, staying somewhere like this, and that's perfectly fine. Just walk the hands as far forward as possible so that you can comfortably stay here in this cross-legged forward fold. Round your back a little more. If you want, tuck the chin to the chest, especially if it's early in the morning, this might feel good to lengthen the entire back side of your upper body all the way up to the neck and to the head. This is one of the few poses that I used to do every single day when I just started doing some kind of stretches every day because I had sciatica and lower back problems. This is one of the ones that really helped me to get rid of that pain. If you are in that situation with sciatica or lower back pain, then check out that video that I did specifically for you. It might help you. Breathe in and out through the nose. Let's walk the hands back, release. Let's switch sides, try to not use your hands. As you bring the other leg forward, the other leg back, and you fold forward again. Walk the hands forward to whatever degree is accessible and possible for you. And relax, round your back. Let's take 3 more breaths. Start to find that rhythm of your breath that you think you can maintain throughout this practice. It's really the most important thing to be in any kind of pose or shape and focus on the breath. In and out through the nose. Very good. Slowly release. I will rotate on my mat, but maybe you are already in position. Let's come into a tabletop, come into all fours. Stay on the toes, keep the arms straight. Start to send the hips back. Move the shoulders forward as far as possible. Keep the arms straight so that you feel the wrists. We're just warming up the wrists for a couple of repetitions here. And then rock forward and back. Very good. Keep the arms straight. Now make circles around the wrists. Doesn't matter which direction you're doing, we will do both. Let's do 2 more full circles. So important to warm up the wrists first thing before you start to put any weight on the hands. Switch directions. Keep the arms straight. Breathe into the wrists. Feel the wrists. Very good. Sit on the heels. Try to stay on the toes. You're stretching out the feet and the toes more. Shake out the hands. If that's uncomfortable for the toes and the feet, again, might be a sign that you should be doing it more. Most of the shoes we wear nowadays are pretty tight for the toes and for the feet. They don't really allow much movement unless you're wearing barefoot shoes. And so that's a really nice one to stretch out the toes and the feet and get some of that mobility, range of motion, and strength back into the feet. Let's take 2 more breaths. I don't want to torture you too much by staying on the toes. Very good. Bring the hands down, tabletop. Stay on your toes. Push the ground away. So you're really pushing into the palms. The upper body lifts up. Stay on the toes. Lift your knees up off the ground. Just half an inch or so. Keep pressing into the palms. Push the ground away. Keep breathing. We're here for 5, 4. You're doing great. 3, 2, and 1. Send the hips up and back. Keep the knees bent for your first downward facing dog. Readjust here so that the hands are as wide apart as the shoulders. Press into the palms. Use your fingertips to grip into the ground. Push the ground away. Move the chest towards the thighs. Send the hips up and back. Keep your breath going nice and slow through the nose. Keep the knees bent because we want to focus on opening the shoulders. But if you feel like you could straighten your legs more, at the same time keep the shoulders nice and open and a nice long line from the wrists all the way up to the hips, then go ahead and straighten your legs more. But since it's a beginner-focused video, most of you watching want to keep the knees bent. Your body will open up over time, and it's not about the heels to the ground, the legs straight. No one cares about any of that. Focus on the breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. Very good. Keep pushing the ground away, especially if that gets challenging for the shoulders. Keep pushing. Stay with the breath. We are pushing through something challenging, just like in real life, right? That's what we're learning here on the mat. Things might sometimes get challenging, but guess what? If you leave the mat in real life, things also get challenging, especially these days. And you learn on the mat that by pushing through it, staying with the breath, staying present, you can make it through it. It will all be good in the end. Let's lift the heels, bend the knees, walk the feet forward between the hands. Take a deep breath in, lift up halfway, hands to the shins, long spine. Exhale, forward fold and down. Very good. Keep the legs straight. Inhale, lift up halfway. Let's do two more. Lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold. Very good. One more. Inhale, lift up halfway. Hands to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing. Nice and slow. Engage your glutes. The arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold and down. Very good. Take a deep breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back. Low lunge. Set your left knee down. Reach both arms up. Send the hips forward and down. Engage your left glute. Draw the right heel back. Push the left knee forward. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Reach through the arms upwards. Let's do 3 more breaths here. Make sure you can see that right big toe inside the right knee, so that the right thigh is tracking the same direction as the right foot. Release the hands down, half splits, straighten the right leg, heel toe the right foot forward if you want to, so that the left hip is over the left knee. Use those blocks if the ground is too far away, or stay on the fingertips, flex the right foot, take a deep breath in, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down. You're moving with the breath. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down. Very good. Let's do 2 more. Very good. Rebend the right knee. Heel to the right foot forward. Runner's lunge. Place both hands around the right foot. Press into your palms. Bring the right leg up and back for a 3-legged dog. Press into your palms just like in downward facing dog. Use your right fingertips. You're reaching up and back through the right heel. Both legs, especially the right leg, is as straight as possible. The left leg could be bent. Straighten out through the right leg. Very good. Now bend the right knee, point the right foot, and open stack your hips. We're trying to stack the right hip over the left. At the same time, lower the right shoulder more down, so to keep both shoulders leveled. Press into your palms, feel the fingertips, focus on the breath. Nice and slow in and out through the nose. Very good. Now come high into your left toes, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, shift forward, shoulders over the wrists. Bring the right knee to your right elbow. Hold it there, push the ground away. Don't just hang out here, push, push, push. Keep breathing. You're doing great. Flex the right foot, step the foot outside the right hand for lizard lunge. Very good. Keep both hands inside the right foot. And then just start to move the hips around, forward and back. Maybe in a circle. And switch directions of that circle. Now some of you might feel very open here. You can start to bend your arms or come onto the forearms. I'll just stay with you here on the hands. Move around. Feel the breath. feel the different parts of the pose, of the stretch. And stop that movement, just hang out here a little bit more. Static, the body is still moving because you're still breathing. Very good. Now let's all come onto the hands again. Release that left knee down to the ground. Now that's the time where you want to reach and grab that strap or that belt. Start to bend the left knee. Put that belt into your right hand, and so you have kind of like a loop, and you can hook that belt around the left foot. Especially if you cannot reach the foot with your right hand. Otherwise, if you can reach and grab the foot with your right hand, then no need to use a belt. If you grab the foot, then you grab the pinky toe side, so you externally rotate the right arm. Engage your left glute. Send the hips forward and down. Keep pressing into your left palm, so you're still pushing the ground away to keep the left shoulder safe. Now you have that foot either with the belt or with your hand. You extend the left foot away from you, so you feel a pull on the right shoulder. You also feel the left thigh and the left quad contract because it's working to do the extension in the leg. Stay there and breathe. Now relax the left quad. Now you're stretching the left thigh by pulling the foot towards the hip. Be careful here, it's easy to go too deep, too fast, so take your time. If the instep, the inside of your right foot wants to lift up because the right knee is going more to the right side, that's perfectly fine, let that happen. Very good. Let's take three more breaths here. Nice and slow through the nose. Take your time to release. Both hands down to the ground, inside the right foot, the left toes come back to the ground, lift your left knee up, back to lizard lunge. Step the right foot back, plank pose, push the ground away, tuck your tailbone, engage the core. Now set the knees down, of course, if you have to, but do your best to keep pushing into the palms, keep the knees lifted. Yes, we're working a little bit here, we're just holding our own body weight on the hands and on the feet, although it's a beginner class. You might be working a little bit. But it's still very accessible for everyone, if you have 2 arms and 2 legs, of course. Let's shift forward, come high into the toes, then set the knees down. Start to bend the arms. We're coming all the way down to the ground. Keep the elbows in, all the way down. Very good. Untuck the toes, bring the feet wider apart, slide the hands forward, cobra pose, press into your palms, lift the chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and lower back down. Let's do 2 more. Lift up, press into your palms, shoulders down and away from the ears, lower back down. Last one, lift up, engage your glutes, flex your butt cheeks, press into your palms, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Very good. Check out the hips, left and right. Press into your palms, child's pose. Send the hips to the heels. Shift forward, move through tabletop. Come onto the toes to downward facing dog. Very good. If your heart is already beating a lot and you have difficulty breathing, set the knees back down, pause the video, come back to child's pose, take a break. You are always in control of how much you want to do. Let's lift the heels up, come high onto the toes, walk the feet forward between the hands. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back for low lunge. Set the right knee down. Reach both arms up. Send your hips forward and down. Pull the left heel back. Push the right knee forward. Engage your right glute. Draw the navel in. Keep the core, the belly active. Reach through the arms upwards. Very good. Breathe. Most important, you're still breathing. Take 2 more nice and slow breaths in and out through the nose. Sometimes we get so caught up with all of that stuff in the body that we forget focusing on the breath, so come back to it. Release the hands down, half splits, straighten your left leg. Very good. Hands down, flex the left foot. Take a deep breath in, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down with the chest and the head over the left shin. Stay for several more breaths. Focus on the sensation in the body that you create by coming into this shape, which is most likely in the back side of your left leg, your left hamstring. If you feel it there, it's great. Add the breath to it. It wouldn't be yoga without the breath. It's just some kind of stretching pose. Use that breath to arrive more in this present moment. Arrive in what really is currently going on and not the story that your mind is trying to tell you in the future or the past.